So hello everyone, it is Tireless Golem here with another video slash stream. We're in it to win it. We've got rewards, quests. We've got to cast 30 blue or black spells. We're at 18. We've got to, let's see if we can switch this over to 750. No, we do not make it. We got to attack with 30 creatures. Hopefully that'll be doable. And then our last quest is we got to cast 30 green or blue spells. So the beauty about our deck is we are playing Historic Tribal Ring, which, in case you don't know what that is, it is a deck that I've been sort of piloting. It's got, I can actually show you the deck before we go into a game here. So the deck is basically Giganta as your companion. You've got Tribal Zoo, Tribal Flames, Wild and the Cattle. You've got 4 Orcish Bowmasters, and you've got the One Ring as well. So that's going to be it for the main board. We also do have a sideboard, but we're mainly interested in playing a best of 1. And we're going to be playing ranked here so that there's some stuff on the line. Although there's not really anything on the line. There's no real downside to playing ranked. I mean, worst case scenario is what? You go down to like a lower rank or like your ranking goes down. It's really not a big deal. So, yep, let's go ahead and play our first game. It looks like we've got something going on here. We could play this hand. Let's keep. And unfortunately, that means we won't be able to play Wild and the Cattle turn 1 with no green source other than the tap land. But we can still do some damage here. So I'm thinking we play a Sacred Foundry tapped. I'm not in any rush right now to get the Esper Sentinel removed. Let's see. So they do have this construct thing going on. Not construct, but it's a Thopter. Oh, it's an Ornithopter. Tap any number of untapped artifacts, deals damage to creature or player. Up to 1 target artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 4/4. Okay, so it's like whatever. I don't really care about this. Let's just attack and see how things go. We might not even need to remove the Esper Sentinel. It might just remove itself. Oh, actually, you know what? We do have Orcish Bowmasters. So why don't we just remove this thing right away and just kind of deal swiftly with it? That's actually one great thing about the Orcish Bowmasters is that it has definitely made it a lot harder to play some of the Modern Horizons 1 cards. Not all of them, but some. You know what? I shouldn't have... I'm a little stupid that I didn't think that they were going to remove the Orcish Bowmasters right away, but I still think it's a good idea to remove the Esper Sentinel, and we still get a creature from it. Ooh, this is a little crazy. Let's see. I think we should still go to a combat. But yeah, things got a little out of hand just now. Okay, sacrifice the Thopter, create a 4/4. I say we remove this. See, we remove that right away. And then we play a Wild and the Cattle. And then we pass the turn. So this Retrofitter Foundry is scary. What did they do? Oh, they made this into a 4/4. Okay. No blocks. We can remove that if we need to. All right. Cool. Let's just go ahead and pay 2 life here and cast our Blood Braid. I think we're still ahead. This is okay-ish. Yeah, this gets rid of Ginger Brute. I'm totally down with this. And then we get a 2/2 army. We can swing in for a lot of damage. I think we're looking pretty strong here. Nice. So our opponent conceded. That puts us at 674. We are going to grind until we get to a high number, or in this case, a low number. Let's go ahead and get to another game. So this is going to be sort of, my goal is for this stream to be a marathon of sorts, where we try to play as much as possible. We try to get ourselves situated for a very high ranking before the end of the season. So let's go ahead and keep this hand. This hand is pretty decent. I think we just play this tapped and pass. All right. So Minister of Inquiries, mills 3 cards. Okay. So I say we play. What is this? Okay, I say we play the Sacred Foundry and play Nishoba Brawler. I could have cast Wild in the Cattle turn 1. I don't know why I didn't do that. It definitely wasn't optimal. Let's see. In the beginning of your okay, look at the top card of your 2 cards of your library, then put one of them into your graveyard. Whenever a creature's card is put into your graveyard from your library or hand, it perpetually gains when this creature leaves your graveyard. Create a... Okay. Alright. So I think we want to get rid of that. I say we get rid of that with the Lightning Helix. And then let's just play a little loose here. Get our Wild in the Cattle in play and then start swinging. Another one. Wow. We need blue mana so that we can cast our Izzet Charm. You know what would have been really good in this matchup would have been if we had a Territorial Kavu. That would have been amazing. That would have definitely solved a lot of problems. Though there's one. Let's try to attack. All right. We got our 4/4 Territorial here. Bone Shards. I'm not happy about that. I think this graveyard deck is going to win. If I had to guess. We just haven't drawn our blue source for the Izzet Charm. Darn. Darn. We can shock ourselves, play the One Ring, get protection. But is that good enough? I don't know. It's the only thing we have. Like, what else can we do here? All right, another glimpse. I think we're going to activate the One Ring at the end of our opponent's turn. I'm going to resolve all of this. Let's go ahead and activate this in the turn. Resolve all. All right. Okay. So we drew okay-ish. I think we're going to just activate the One Ring again. Basically, this is our last shot before we die. I don't think we have a whole lot that we can do, so let's just go ahead and cast our Bloodbraid Elf. And even if we didn't cast Bloodbraid Elf, yeah, we needed a tribal ring or tribal tribal fire or something like that. What's the thing called? Tribal flame. Yeah, good game. Yeah, there's no way for us to really win this. So why don't we just concede? All right, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab some water. All right. So, let's just go ahead and get into another game. We are facing down Hostage Killer. Interesting name. Let's see, we can keep this hand. Probably play a Shockland tapped and then pass. Yeah, the Orcish Bowmasters was not the draw we wanted. But we'll have the flexibility to cast any one of our other cards next turn. Let's have this pay 2 life. And Mutavault, okay, that's interesting. I don't know what our opponent is on. Probably some Wizards build with the Steam Vents. Does Wizards Tribal play Mutavault? I'm actually not sure about that. Alright. What is this? They get a 0-3 and they investigate. Great. I think we just attack here. Do we hold up mana for removal? I say we just cast the Wild Nicatl. It's a 3-3, it's a threat. We need as many threats as possible. Let's let them, we can let them crack the clue and give them a turn. It's not like we have a lot of stuff to interact with anyway. I think we can just untap and try to remove something with Leyline Binding. Okay, so that wasn't the land we wanted to see. We wanted a land that could add black mana. But we can still play this. Probably play it tapped. I say we go to combat first. Okay, they're thinking about blocking here. Fire Prophecy deals 3 damage to target creature. You may put a card from your hand on the bottom of your library if you do draw a card. Well, that's not great. I guess it has to resolve. It's not like we have a choice here. We can't really do a whole lot in response to that. That would interact favorably. Oh, they're going to do this again. They're going to remove our other creature. Yeah, it's fine. I guess we have nothing else to do but play this land tapped and wait until we get a black mana, or maybe put Giganta in hand, hope we draw 2 more lands. We gotta do something here. It's not like our opponent's doing a whole lot either. Yeah, we have nothing to cast. The One Ring is good. If we can get a 4th land, we can cast the One Ring. The good thing is that I think we're ahead in card advantage. Yeah, this I'm not too happy about. I imagine what our opponent's going to do is cast a big creature, and our goal is just going to remove it with one of our 3 Leyline Bindings. They do have blue mana, so they could counter spell us, or counter us, but I don't really think I'm too worried. Alright, so they're going to go ahead and Mutavault beats us. We just need a 4th land, and we can cast the One Ring, or a black land, and we can cast Orcish Bowmasters. We can get Leyline Binding for like 1 mana. Leyline Binding doesn't stop. It doesn't stop our. It doesn't stop Mutavault, unfortunately. Yeah, we have nothing. We just need to top deck a 4th land, and we can cast the One Ring. We got a full Monty of 7 cards. And yeah, our opponent's just removing all of our creatures. So the goal here is, again, to try to overwhelm our opponent with spells and creatures. I did not want to see that Lightning Helix. I guess we can throw away one of these Lightning Helices. It's probably our worst removal spell next to... I don't want to hit the face. Let's hit the face. Next turn, if we go up to... If we don't have another play, we can just cast another Helix. Seek 2 non-land cards, then put a card from your hand on the bottom of your library. That's a powerful card. Is that not just like a Demonic Tutor? I don't really know exactly what Seek does. The other thing we could have done was hold up our Lightning Helix to remove Mutavault. Oh, Fable the Mirror Breaker, really? I thought this card was banned. Why is it not banned? Alright, we should get rid of the token, so let's just do that. We've been stuck at 3 lands forever, and we have... If we just draw 1 more land, Then we can cast the One Ring, we can cast Blood-Red Elf, we can do so much. Well, I'm glad our opponent discarded a counterspell, but that probably means they have a counterspell already. I mean, yeah, our opponent's just gonna kill us with Mutavault. We are ahead on life totals, though. Probably because of our Lightning Helix. I really don't want to cast Tribal Flame. Though it is probably our best play here is to just try to deal as much damage as possible to our opponent while they have nothing going on. I mean, it's deal 4 damage. They can counter this if they want. I'd be happy if they countered this. I would actually be happy if they countered this because we're not doing a whole lot with this card. They're going to destroy their own crab just so they can cycle? Interesting. Yeah, we don't have a lot going for us. If we draw like a Black Source, we could go Tribal Flame again. For 5, and then hope we draw another Tribal Flame. Having Tribal Flame at floor 4 is definitely... It definitely makes a difference. Okay, well, we finally found it. I think since our opponent's got a lot of blue mana up and 3 cards in hand, they probably have some sort of counter spell. So I think what we should do is cast the Bloodbraid Elf. It's like the ultimate anti-counter magic card. Because they can't easily counter both the Bloodbraid Elf and the Cascade Trigger. There we go. Territorial Kavu. Let's just go ahead and attack here. Let's see what our opponent does. Big score, okay. So they're going to try to kill the Bloodbraid Elf instead of just chump blocking here. They've got a ton of mana too. They got 5 treasures. The thing that scares me is that they have 3 cards in hand, and those must be the best 3 cards in their deck. If they've big scored, they fabled, cycled, or looted. What? World Spine War? Okay. We can remove this. We can remove this. Let's just do that right away so that there's no conversation. Yeah, our opponent concedes. Leyline Binding is such a good card. I'm glad we were able to pull that win off. It was going to go forever, that game. So, how are we doing on our quest? We're doing okay. Let's keep playing. I think we can probably get all of our quests in before the end of the day, and then we could probably just call it. This looks like a keepable hand. Let's go ahead and keep it. We can go turn 1, Wild and the Cattle. It's going to be a 2-2. And we don't have a plane, so it can't be a 3-3, but I think we're still looking fine having a 2-2 for 1 mana. And the next turn we can hold up mana with Izzet Charm. And just counter stuff. Well, there's our Temple Garden. I'd rather not cast... I'd rather hold off on playing the Temple Garden so that we can cast Izzet Charm if we need to. Let's just play this. Pay 2 life, end the turn. I just realized we don't have a lot of 3-drops in this deck. I don't think we run any 3-drops. Alright. We'll play the Temple Garden tapped. In the turn. I think our opponent's on colorless shenanigans. Probably the One Ring. Probably on the One Ring. Probably on like Thought Not Seer or something. Cloud Key. Yes, we counter this absolutely. 100% we counter this. Alright. Let's... Okay, they're going to concede. That's fine. I'll take the win. We're at 636. Can we get to sub 500? Can we pull that off before the end of the stream? Playing against I Like Pasta. This is definitely a keepable hand. We have our entire Monty of 5 basic land types. Unfortunately, we don't have a 1-drop or turn 1 play, but we will be able to just... We are on the play, so that's good. And we've got Izzet Charm. Ooh, and we've got Orcish Bowmasters. So let's remove the Soul Warden before it gets out of hand. I appreciate that. Oh, does it trigger twice? Soul Warden triggers twice for the Orcish Bowmaster. That stinks. Alright, let's just play Stomping Ground. Let's try to remove the Soul Warden again. I think we need to remove these Soul Wardens as much as possible. Our goal is to deal damage, not give our opponent life. And then next turn we can play the One Ring. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter and scry 1. This is just a strictly better Ajani's Pride mate. I'm gonna remove this with Leyline Binding. And that'll set us up for turn 4, One Ring. Yeah, goal with the One Ring is to draw enough cards that it overwhelms our opponent. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on, scurry oak, he may create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. Okay. So let's activate the One Ring. Got our Tribal Flames. Lose a life. Activate the One Ring again. Got a bunch of cards here. I like playing Izzet Charm here. I actually really like Bloodbraid Elf, but I want to remove my opponent's creatures. I think that's very important for us to do. Let's see here. Yeah, let's just go to combat. Swing for 2. Play Xander's Lounge tapped. I think we hold on to our cards here. Save the Leyline Binding for the next threat, because our opponent's casting a lot of threats. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. Okay. Let's see what they got here. Okay, that's what we remove. We found the target. We found the target for Leyline Binding. And then yeah, I think we should hopefully win this game with the 1 ring, because we're just drawing way too many cards here. All right, let's see. Let's cast Bloodbraid Elf. We'll get Territorial Kavu in play. We'll save our Tribal Flames for removal. Let's see what they do here. Oh, they're not even going to block the Orcish Bowmasters. That's surprising. Play our Indotha Triome. Pass the turn. We're definitely winning on card advantage. Alright, that looks like something we should remove. And then we gain life. It's Flying Vigilance. Okay, so let's activate the 1 ring again. We should be winning with all these cards. We're going to Tribal Flame this. We're going to Orcish Bowmasters this. Yeah, I mean, there's no way our opponent can come back from that. Nice, GG. We're at 6:04. That was a decently long game. We got 600 gold from that. That's pretty good. We still got 2 more quests to win, and we still got this reward mastery thing. So let's go ahead and keep playing. We're facing Blu-ray. Alright, this hand is trash. We don't get to play anything until turn 3. I'm going to mulligan. I mean, this hand isn't that great either, but at least we have some action going. Let's throw one ring in the bin. We'll play Indotha Triome tapped. We'll pass the turn. Next turn, we'll go Territorial Kavu. This Indotha Triome is a forest, so we will need a mountain. Our opponent created a treasure token. Alright, we did draw another 1 ring anyway. Let's pay 2 life here. Let's get our Territorial Kavu in play. Our Leyline Binding is 1 mana, so that's pretty good. Invasion of the Giants. Scry 2. I've never seen this card before. Invasion of the Giants. Oh, it's not an invasion card. It's a saga. Draw Scry 2, draw a card, then you may reveal a giant card from your hand. When you do, Invasion of the Giant deals 2 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. The next giant spell you cast is this giant deck? I've never heard of a giants deck. Okay, let's go to combat. Discard. We'll rummage our one of our rings. We keep drawing the 1 ring. What is this? That's fine. Good thing here is we can play another Territorial Kavu, and we have mana open for Leyline Binding should we need it. I don't think we'll need it, though. This thing does what? Draw a card and deals 2 damage. I don't think I care about this thing. I don't think I care about that. Resolves. So Cyclone Summoner. When Cyclone enters the battlefield, oh, I didn't get a chance to read all of it. That's fine. Let's take a look here. When Cyclone Summoner enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, return all permanents to their owner's hand except for giants, wizards, and lands. Wow. Okay. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. As long as you control giant, you may cast glimpse from the graveyard by paying 1 rather than paying its mana cost. If you cast glimpse, it will be put into your graveyard. Okay, so this is like, it's very obvious that our opponent is playing cards from Kaldheim. I'm assuming because they played a lot of Kaldheim. They just have a lot of those cards from their collection. I don't actually. So the thing is, I kind of want to remove Invasion of Giants right now because it makes our Giants cost 2 less to cast, which means they'll be able to play something really powerful next turn, and I want to prevent that from happening. So we're gonna remove. Yeah, I think it's the right thing to do is to remove this. We're gonna say thanks. Because otherwise the giant thing is gonna go out of hand, right? Can we agree that the giant thing is gonna get crazy out of hand? All right, we'll exile a card. We need to remove Glimpse. And then I think we discard a card. Oh, we should just keep exiling cards. Because all these cards have flashback. And then we can hold up our Izzet Charm for counter magic. I like this better than rummaging ourselves because we don't really care about drawing a 4th land and playing the 1 ring. I'd rather just, kill our opponent. I'll say good game. That was a good game. I think we played that correctly. Yep, I think we played that. We made all the right decisions in that game. And even though we didn't remove that saga earlier, I think it was right to not remove it at the time. Okay, so what is this quest again? Cast 30 green or blue spells. And this one is cast 30 blue or black spells. All right. Let's get into another one here. All right, we'll play this tapped. Pass the turn. Let's see. We have a full hand here. Unfortunately, we don't have green mana, so we can't play Territorial Kavu. I think we just play the Sacred Foundry tapped and say go. That's fine. We can Lightning Helix. I made the mistake of keeping this hand knowing that we didn't have green mana. But we can play the 1 ring next turn. Now, we do have to be careful if we play the 1 ring because our opponent is on Orcish Spellmasters. So if we play the 1 ring, we have to know that we run the huge risk of just losing to that card. Let's see what they take. If they don't take the 1 ring, that means... Okay, so that means they don't have an Orcish Bowmasters in hand. So we can play the One Ring again. We can just play this. And I think we should activate it now. I'll say thanks. Oh, they're just going to concede. Okay. Hey, I can't complain. They're just going to concede to the One Ring. They have outs. They just have to draw another Orcish Bowmasters. That's all they had to do, was draw another Orcish Bowmasters. Alright, this hand is keepable. We have turn 2 Territorial or Nishoba. And we also have turn 2 Leyline Binding, should we need it. No black mana yet, but we don't really need black mana. Inquisition is fine. I'm not too upset about that. They probably take the Territorial here. I think the Territorial Cavu does more action than any of the other cards. Unless they're deathly afraid of removal. Alright. Pay 2 life. Nishoba Brawler for the win. Next turn we'll play Indatha and swing for 5. Thoughtseize. Okay, well, I mean, they know what my hand is. Nothing has really changed. If they get rid of the Leyline Binding, that tells me that they have something big that they can... Yeah, they might have Shield Red or something. Alright. Well, even if they have Shield Red, we can both Lightning Helix and Is It Charm it to take it out. Kroxa. I don't like that. I don't like that. Yeah, we have to let this resolve. What do we discard here? Probably the One Ring. Oh, I don't want to discard the One Ring. I think that's like our best card. I gotta get rid of the... I gotta get rid of... I think I'm gonna get rid of Lightning Helix. Is It Charm is just way more flexible, and yeah, I mean, the One Ring is just a card I don't want to miss. We'll put this in our hand. Swing for 5. I could have kept my Is It Charm open, but our opponent knows we have Is It Charm, so it's not like a big deal. Also, they're at 8 life, so they need to do something fast. They're at 5 life, and they have something. They chose Ambitious. They're gonna remove our Nishoba Brawler, unfortunately, but we can play the One Ring next turn. Or we could Tribal Flame. We could Is It Charm and then Tribal Flame. Seeing as they have their guard down, we could do that. Let's do that instead. Let's remove this. Let's remove Crucius. Wait. Oh, what is I couldn't have cast Tribal Flame. That's funny. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just play the One Ring. Let's activate it. Is It Charm is good. Lose a life here. Let's activate the One Ring again. All right, I think we've got ourselves a win. Let's see. I think I want to play Steam Vents. Untapped. play our Wild Nicatl, and then go Tribal Flame, and then Tribal Flame. GG. So now we're at 506. Can we get sub 500 with this deck? I think we can. We are also getting very close to meeting our quest goals. So I'm happy with the way this deck turned out. I think we got a lot of good stuff out of it, and I do plan on playing this deck a lot more, even next month, next season. The good thing about the deck that I decided to play was that it has, I don't know what the adjective is, but it has the quality of being able to play with it multiple, like, it's almost like a timeless deck in that everybody knows what Tribal Zoo is. It's a very common strategy, and it's not very difficult to pilot. It's an easy to so it's a deck that's pretty straightforward to play, and it's also a deck that, like, should things rotate out, should new cards get printed, it's always going to have some sort of level of playability. Our Boreal Grazer, is our opponent on prime time? I'm going to be really upset if our opponent's on prime time. We had an Orcish Bowmasters, but we can't cast it. Let's see. Let's just go to combat. Yeah, I can't even do anything. Yeah, it stinks. Alright, let's just play this. Let's get Territorial Kavu down. Hey, how's it going? The Luke Man 98. I'm doing well. The Mythic grind is it's doing well for me. I'm at 506 or something. If I win this game, then I'm sub 500. So I moved to the top 500 of players, which is it's pretty big deal actually. I was at like 400 a few days ago, and then I made a few mistakes here and there. Played a little loose. Let's go ahead and attack with the Territorial Kavu. I'm thinking we cycle, or we rummage. What do we rummage here? I think that Bloodbraid Elf is huge. If we can get a fourth land, that's going to be pretty big. Ooh, Orcish Bowmasters. All right, well, that makes my next decision really easy, because we can kill this thing. Oh, they're gonna try to kill the Territorial Kavu. Let's Izzet Charm the Orcish. We don't want any of that in our business. And then let's discard. I guess we have to discard the Orcish Bowmasters. We already removed their Orcish Bowmasters, and I like all the other cards we have. Although I could see a case for Nishoba Brawler. I could definitely see a case for that. Instead of ending the turn, let's play Endowed the Triumph. Alright, that gives us a 3-3 and a 5-5. Luke Man says, we both have been slipping. I was top 100 last week and haven't had the best of luck. Had a hard time staying around 500. Yeah, I feel like top 500 is tough. I know someone who was like top 200 or 300, and then they dropped to like 700, playing a deck very similar to mine. But yeah, the grind is real. Her opponent's got Zulaport Cutthroat. What does that mean? What deck are they playing? They're playing like just like a toolbox deck, almost. What was this in their graveyard? Search the top third of your library, round it up for a card. Put that card into your hand, then shuffle. What is this? It's like a demonic tutor. All right, let's get our Bloodbraid Elf going. Oh, you're on Rakdos. They're on Yawgmoth. Okay, yeah, I figured they were on something. They were on. They were definitely playing something. Let's get his little workout through it. I just didn't see Yawgmoth. When I saw that Yawgmoth was like legal in Historic, I was like, oh wow, that's crazy. Cause that's a serious modern card, or at least it was. All right, let's see. I think we gotta exile something from their graveyard. Let's get rid of the Zulaport Cutthroat, just because that's a combo piece. All right, so that was definitely an impactful play, getting that Bloodbraid Elf in play. Oh yeah, with Orcish Bowmasters, Yawgmoth is still a top 5 deck in Modern. I can see it. Yeah, absolutely, I can see it. Orcish Bowmasters has definitely made big waves in like the Magic community, like in all across all formats. Same with the One Ring, but everybody talks about Orcish Bowmasters. I'm glad I was able to find one. I was able to pick one up in paper. I actually opened it in a pack, which is pretty great. All right. Tribal Flame. Oh wait, does this thing have protection or something? Why does this thing have? Oh, is this? I'm confused. Why does this thing have a thing on it? Does it have protection? I'm confused. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna remove it. Hold on. It can't do anything, right? Oh, protection from humans. Oh, I see. That's why it has that thing on it, because it has protection from humans. Yeah, that's why. Thanks for letting me know that. We should be good to remove it still. All right, yeah, our opponent just concedes. GG. So that puts us at 43. I think we can, let's see. We're getting so close to reaching our quest goals. So close. Oh yeah, Orcish Bowmasters was definitely one of the most played cards in Legacy too. I can see it. Yawgmoth plus Young Wolf lets them draw as many cards as they have life. Then they need Blood Artist or the like to drain you. Yep, that's how the deck works, and it's a very scary deck. I've lost to it so many times in Modern. All right, this is a very interesting Thoughtseize decision. They decided to take one of our Nishoba Brawlers. We're gonna play Wild Nicatl. We're gonna play the one that they already know that we have. They haven't seen our second one. And then next turn, it looks like Nishoba Brawler. We don't have a lot of decision trees in this game. All right, Thoughtseize away. Probably getting rid of my second Nishoba. Ooh, are they gonna get rid of the Izzet Charm? I would like it if they got rid of the Izzet Charm, because that means I get a turn 2 play. I see no reason why they don't just get rid of the threat. I think they're just really afraid of the Izzet Charm. All right, let's go. We don't have a plane, so this is going to be a 2-2 regardless. Let's do that. Let's play... let's play another Nicatl. Let's get our Overgrown Tomb tapped. Pass the turn. All right. Not a whole lot that we can do here. We'll just have this attack with these. Attack with 2/2s. That's what this game has become. Just 2/2 Wild Nicattles. Fatal pushing one of them. We're ahead in card advantage. Oh no, they're gonna fatal push the other one. That's fine. Alright, so we are officially out of plays. Let's see if we can draw a fourth land for this Bloodbraid Elf. Alright, so they got a Watery Grave. No, they're gonna Thoughtseize me. No, they're gonna take the Bloodbraid Elf. Alright, we definitely want like a blue mana of some sort. Orcish Bowmasters is fine too. At least we now have something that we can do with our lives. Soren's Ransom. Why does this card exist? And it doesn't even draw them cards. They just look at the top cards. All right, the draw cards to move them between piles. The top pile will be face down. So, what does that mean? Oh, like this? Okay. I think we're gonna do that. Let's see what they take. I like Soren's Ransom. I think I might end up playing this card in like Magic Online or something. Yeah, it's a Fact or Fiction. It's kind of like Fact or Fiction. That's right. All right, let's go ahead and go to our turn. So they decided to take the One Ring. But the good thing is that we have a Leyline Binding for it. All right, they're gonna just Fatal Push us. All right, so their plan is to play the One Ring then, and I mean they know that we have Leyline Binding to remove it, but we don't have white mana, so we can't cast it. Shucks. So that doesn't give us a whole lot of options. We kind of threw this game away by keeping a hand with no planes. We just need a planes. All right. So we did not get there. I don't know why I attacked. I knew they had protection. We can't play any of our spells. We officially have nothing to do. This is really bad. All right, Xander's Lounge. Let's go. They're going to lose 2 life here. We still don't have a planes, even after the Xander's Lounge. Oh, no. Darn it. And that makes our One Ring a lot worse, too. Wow. All right, well, this is pretty straightforward. Let's give them the Dark Slick Shores. Let's see if they take the one card. Let's see if they take the one card. Oh, they took it. They took the one face down card. Because it was 4 lands, and they decided to take the one card that I gave them, which was just a land. All right, well, they're going to lose in like 3 turns, right? So, can we still win this? Is this game winnable, even though we have no plays? Does our opponent just lose to themselves? I think our opponent just loses to themselves. Yeah, that's right. They need Sheoldred. If they have Sheoldred, then they can definitely come back and win this. Then they can definitely win. Not a question. Still nothing. Oh, we can play Giganta. I think that's the. I think that's what we need to do right now is to play Giganta. Yeah, let's play Giganta, and I mean we can cast Leyline Binding now technically with Giganta. Ugh, gosh. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that 2 points of damage. Maybe I should have just played the One Ring. Oh, they're gonna lose two. They're gonna lose 3 damage here. Man. Oh, Sholdred, why? Why? No, they got Sholdred. Oh, that's so bad for us. Oh, that's so bad for us. Oh no. This is like this. I think this is the second game we've lost so far in the stream, which says a lot about the deck that we're playing. That after so many ranked games, we've only lost 2 or 3. I don't know if it was two or three. I think this is like the second game we've lost. I still don't want to concede though, because I still want to get my quests going. I think one of my quests is that I have to play like a blue or black spell. So if we can find, we can play. I mean, we can play. Oh, we can remove the Shieldred with. No, we can't. We can't. We need a white. We need white source. Darn. Let's see. Let's get rid of. Let's get rid of something. Or do we want to draw 2, discard 2? Yeah, let's draw 2. Just I don't know why I did that. You know what? It's fine. Let's just concede. I don't think this is winnable. Let's just say good game, because I can't win this. Yeah, that what game was not in our favor. So we're at 520 now. Let's see if we can still. I think we can still end the stream sub 500. We did get a ton of coins just now, but I kind of want to get ourselves. Yeah, let's play one more just so we can get to sub 500. I know it's a bad habit to say with just one more game, but I think we can do this. I think we can win just one more game, and we can get to we can end the stream on a good note, because we've been winning a lot of games. We should end the stream on a good note. I think that's the right thing to do. And then what we can do after this game is we can open some packs, because I think I just got some packs from those rewards. All right, turn 2 Orcish Bowmasters. Let's go. Let's go. Tribal Flame, 4 damage. Let's go. All right. Let's see. What is this? Secluded Courtyard, human. Okay, so they're playing humans. All the more reason to pay 2 life for our Orcish Bowmasters. All right, that's fine, I guess. Let's play Orcish Bowmasters, dealing 1 to the face. And then I guess our next play is to just remove this. Disturb cost of 4. Yeah, let's just remove it. In hindsight, I could have played Lightning Helix if I had played the Temple Garden untapped, but I'm fine where I am right now because I don't really want to burn. I mean, I could use the Tribal Flames for remove as a removal spell or as a burn spell, but I'm fine with the way I'm doing things right now. I think it's A-okay. Yep, I think we're doing a great job here. The other idea is to play Orcish Bowmasters before damage, and get that extra like point of damage from the Orc army, as well as another ping on our opponent. But I like holding off on holding on to our Orcish Bowmasters in case we really need to remove something. But it doesn't look like our opponent has anything for 1 toughness. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, plus X +1/+1 counters. Where X is the power. Oh, that's not good. This thing is huge. That thing's huge. Does it gain haste? Oh, yeah, it gives itself haste. Wait, they didn't play this on turn... They didn't play this pre-combat? They could have played this main phase 1 and made this into a 4/5 first strike reach haste. They're probably trying to defend here, but I would still... I mean, I would still do that, right? I would still do that. All right, well, they're going to pay for... they're going to pay for not doing that. I'm going to remove this. And then next turn, we don't even need the 1 ring here. We can just cast Bloodbraid Elf next turn. Yeah, I mean, this is just winning. Well, I'll take the Wild Nacatl. I'll take the 3/3. It's a 3/3 for free. I like that turn of phrase. All right, that was good. Let's see what our final ranking is. Survey says 494. I will take it. Did I have fun in this match? Yes, I did. Thanks for watching, everyone. I know I had max like 2 viewers today. I mean, listen, this stream is just starting. I'm just starting to create content right now. I really appreciate everyone on YouTube and Twitch that are, watching my streams, following. I'm going to open up this Lord of the Rings pack for all of you out there interested in seeing pack openings. And we got the Sharky. Cool. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like I said before, I'm glad that I was able to have a lot of fun today. Thank you to LukeMan98 for following. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I'm again. I will plan on streaming more Magic Arena or Magic Online. Let me know in the comments down below if you're on YouTube which one you want to see more of, Arena or Online. It looks like from my YouTube metrics, Magic Online seems to be more popular, but of course that could change in the future. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day, and I will see you in the next stream.